Winter officially begins today, marking the shortest day of the year. The season started just after 10 o'clock this morning. According to the Weather Network's seasonal outlook released last month, most of Canada, including southern Ontario, can expect to see near or colder than normal temperatures and near or above normal precipitation and snow. And for a look at what this winter has in store and whether we'll see a white Christmas this week, I'm joined, as always, by Environment Canada's senior climatologist, Dave Phillips. Great to see you, as always, Dave. First,
thank you, Jamie.
I want to get to what's on everyone's mind right now, just the forecast for this week and whether or not we have any blasts of snow in time for Christmas.
Jamie, we had a white Christmas last year. We can't be too greedy. I mean, getting 2 in a row would be something quite unusual. Used to be 60% chance. Now it's more like 40%. And in the last 16 years, there have been 11 green ones. So, hey, I'd bet on the fact that it isn't going to be one. But, Jamie, it's not going to be dreaming of white Christmas. It's going to be praying for one. And I don't think the weather gods are going to deliver. And Jamie, it was so sad because things were looking great. I mean, 5 days ago, we had snow on the ground. It was cold. And then all of a sudden, come Tuesday, it changed. We got rain, and we got, that counted 75 hours of melting temperatures. I mean, that snow that was sitting on the ground just couldn't take it. It was gone by Friday. And then, so when I look ahead this week, I think there's a few teasers out. Like today's going to be, all the hours are going to be below freezing. That's good, but only flurries in the air. You don't get a white Christmas with flurries. I mean, a white Christmas has to be 2 centimeters of snow sitting in your backyard. You take a ruler and you go around and you measure it, and that would be a white Christmas. But I don't think you're going to get it with flurries. And then, my gosh, Tuesday and Wednesday temperatures are like 5 degrees, 4 degrees. These are above freezing temperatures. Some rain, showers. And then, Christmas Eve, well, there's going to be snow in the air, flurries. But my gosh, I think Vancouver has a better chance of a white Christmas than Toronto. So I don't think it's going to happen. But I had some good news, though, Jamie. I think you don't have to travel too far away to find a white cover. So places like King City's got 5 or 6 centimeters of snow there, and they'll be all right. Everything's going to hold this week. And where I live up in Barrie, we have about 20 centimeters. Collingwood is even more. Muskoka 25, Kitchener, Peterborough. So you don't have to travel too far to see it. I think the other good news, though, Jamie, those kids who get saucers and toboggans and sleighs at Christmas, well, between Christmas and New Year's, I think we're going to see a cool, not polar vortex cold, but temperatures that are going to be below freezing, and any precipitation that falls will be snow. So I think that you're going to be able to use those gifts at Christmas. It's just that Christmas Day won't be too Christmassy-like in terms of the weather. But I think traveling about, all those people who want to get those last-minute gifts, boy, there's going to be no problem doing it this week. So that's one good thing about it. But my sense is, I think it's not a good chance this year at all.
Dave, we had what I think a lot of people would say is winter arrived maybe a little bit early. We've had snowfall. We've had some really cool temperatures. Then last week or so, it's been a little bit wonky with those above seasonal temps. But I think a lot of people are curious about kind of the long-term forecast and what the rest of winter looks like. We did have a lot of snow and Christmas last year, but what's the new year looking like? And should we be in store for a long, grueling winter?
Well, Jamie, we have just, as you reported, today's the first day of winter, but I've had people tell me in December they've had too much winter and it hadn't even arrived. So my sense is we're well practiced. We're veterans of winter. Now, we see after it as being kind of more typical. I think we're going to back off from these colder than normal winter to something that's going to be sort of like, typical, a few cold moments and some warm moments, some melting, thawing, and what have you. And so my sense is kind of a mixed bag. It's kind of be yo-yo kind of weather. So I think all those prospects of the polar vortex biting us deep and hard and snow, the year of snow, I don't think that's going to materialize. I think we're going to have a bit of a winter, but I think that the other thing Jamie, the days are getting longer. If you're not a big fan of winter, you can celebrate today that every day is a little longer than the previous day. But hey, we still have a lot of winter to go. But so I think that we stay prepared, but we're used to it now. We don't have to practice. We know how to deal with it. And so I think what we're going to see is for people who love winter, hey, there are going to be times where they can enjoy it. People who hate winter, well, I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was in, say, the first part of December.
Well, that's good news for this guy. I don't like winter, and so I'm hoping for an easy one. And at least the sun is shining bright today, Dave. That's the good news.
Absolutely. That's a good point. Jamie, you should never show your biases, and I should. I'm not a big fan of winter, but hey, there's some people who like it, and we live in the second coldest country in the world, and the snow is. So winter is who we are.
Well, it's between winter and the traffic in Toronto. It's the two things I think I'm allowed to complain about here.
Yeah, exactly.
The only
Jamie.
two things. So thank you so much, Dave. We appreciate it as always.
Thank you, Jamie. Bye-bye.